Number 1. Have you ever looked at your loose change and thought, it's just $1? Well, what if I told you one of those ordinary-looking dollar coins could be worth $194,062.50? That's right. One single 2,000-piece Sacagawea $1 coin actually sold for just under $200,000 at a real auction in January 2024. And that's not a myth. It happened at Great Collections, a world-renowned auction house for rare coins. This isn't just another collectible. This is one of the most ultra-rare, most valuable, and most desired modern coins ever released by the United States Mint. It's not gold, but it shines like it, and serious collectors are on a national hunt right now just to find one. If you've got old change lying around, an untouched coin album from 20 years ago, or even a random dollar coin in your drawer, you might be holding a piece of numismatic history that could change your life. In this video, you're going to discover the untold story behind this modern treasure, how it came to be, what makes it so incredibly valuable, the rarest versions to look for, and how much the top collectors are actually paying today. And trust me, you're going to want to stick around to the very end, because what you're about to learn could turn spare change into serious cash. Let's rewind to the year 2000. The world was celebrating a new millennium, and the US Mint wanted to commemorate it by launching a brand new $1 coin. That's when the Sacagawea dollar was born, a golden-colored coin featuring the legendary Native American guide Sacagawea with her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, peacefully resting on her back. It was elegant. It was modern. And it was historic. But what no one expected was that this coin, meant to circulate like any other, would eventually become one of the most sought-after modern rarities ever struck. Unlike the usual copper-nickel tones we associate with coins, the Sacagawea dollar was made using a unique manganese-brass alloy layered over a copper core, giving it that beautiful golden hue. While the Philadelphia Mint, marked by a PE Mint mark, struck millions of these coins in 2000, something unusual happened. A tiny number of coins, some from test strikes, some from packaging promotions, and some from jaw-dropping minting errors, escaped into the wild. And these are the coins that experts and collectors are chasing like treasure hunters. Among the most famous variants is the Sacagawea Cheerios dollar, a version included in a 2000 promotional giveaway by General Mills, where select boxes of Cheerios cereal came with a brand new Sacagawea dollar. But these weren't regular coins. They featured an enhanced tail feather design on the eagle, different from the final public version. Only 5,500 were ever distributed, and far fewer survive today in pristine condition. These Cheerios dollars have sold at auction for $35,250 in MS-66 and $34,500 in MS-68 condition. That's more than most brand new cars cost, but that's just the beginning. The true crown jewel of all Sacagawea dollars is the 2000p mule error coin, an astonishing mistake where the obverse from a Washington quarter was accidentally paired with the reverse of a Sacagawea dollar. It shouldn't exist, but it does, and only a few examples have ever surfaced. One of these historic errors, graded MS-66 by PCGS, sold for an unbelievable $194,062.50 at Great Collections in January 2024. Let that sink in. That's not just a coin, it's a life-changing asset, and back in March 2018, another 2000p mule error, this time graded MS-67, hit the auction block at Stack's Bowers Galleries and brought in a jaw-dropping $192,000. These are real numbers, real coins, and real collectors willing to pay small fortunes to own a piece of minting history. So what should you be looking for? First, check the date, 2000. Then look for the PE Mint mark, which appears just above the shoulder of Sacagawea on the obverse. Now flip the coin. Study the eagle on the reverse. Does it have unusually detailed tail feathers? If so, you might be looking at a Cheerios dollar, which means it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. If you somehow find one with a quarters obverse instead of Sacagawea's portrait, stop everything. That could be a mule error, and it could be worth nearly $200,000. Visuals are everything here. When you examine these coins, use a magnifier or jeweler's loupe to check the finishes. Look for high luster, sharp strikes, and especially any die errors or unexpected features. If your coin has a satin-like surface or unusual shine, it could be a test strike or a special presentation finish, which collectors pay huge premiums for. And here's something every collector needs to hear: condition is king. Coins graded by PCGS or NGC at mint state 68 or higher consistently command thousands, and sometimes tens of thousands, at auction. A single point in grading can be the difference between a $100 coin and a $10,000 payday. Don't clean it. Don't polish it. Get it graded professionally. Also, stay plugged into the collector community. Join forums, attend coin shows, subscribe to major auction sites like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, and Stax Bowers. Coins like these don't just show up, they appear quietly, and the fastest, most informed collectors usually snap them up. You can be one of them if you stay ready. The Sacagawea 2000p dollar, once considered just another circulating coin, has risen to legendary status in the world of modern collectibles. Whether it's the rare Cheerios tail feathers, the mind-blowing Neil error, or even a satin-finished test coin, these dollars are now high demand, high-value assets, and they're still out there waiting to be discovered, so take action today. Go through your old change. Ask your relatives. Visit estate sales. Search coin rolls from the bank. Because someone, somewhere is going to find the next six-figure Sacagawea dollar, and it might as well be you. Thanks a lot for watching this video. If you found this exciting or helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin videos, and drop a comment telling us what rare coins you've found or what you're searching for. You could be the next collector to make headlines. We'll see you in the next one, and remember, your next big treasure could be in your pocket right now. Number 2. What if I told you that a single, small, silver-colored dollar coin, one that most people ignore or toss in a change jar, once bought a cup of coffee, and then sold for $890,000? Yes, you heard that right. A 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar coin, casually spent at a diner, went on to sell at auction for nearly $900,000, making it one of the most jaw-dropping coin sales in U.S. history. And the craziest part? That same type of coin could be sitting in your home right now, unrecognized, ungraded, and hiding in plain sight. This isn't a myth, a gimmick, or some internet rumor. This is a real story backed by top auction records, expert collectors, and cold hard cash. So stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you're going to learn exactly what makes this coin so valuable, how to spot the rare versions, how much the market is paying today, and how you can become the next collector to strike it big. Let's take it back to 1979. America was ready for a change, and the U.S. Mint introduced a new dollar coin, one that would honor the great Susan B. Anthony, a pioneer of women's rights and a leader in the suffrage movement. This was the first circulating U.S. coin to feature a real, historical woman, and it came with a futuristic, almost space-age design that set it apart from previous issues. But something happened. The coin was similar in size, shape, and even color to the quarter. That led to mass confusion, and many people rejected the coin outright. It didn't circulate well, it wasn't accepted by vending machines, and it fell into the shadows almost as quickly as it was released. But that unpopularity? It planted the seeds of future rarity, and today, certain versions of this coin are among the most valuable modern U.S. coins ever made. Among the regular issues, we have multiple mint marks: P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. But within those releases, there are small differences, powerful varieties, and devastating minting errors that have changed the game for collectors across the globe. Let's talk about the one that stunned the numismatic world. A diner employee accepted a Susan B. Anthony dollar as payment for a simple coffee. Later, that exact coin turned out to be a rare error or ultra-high-grade specimen, and it was authenticated and sold at auction for a staggering $890,000. That's nearly $1 million for a coin that had gone completely unnoticed in circulation. This historic sale shattered all expectations. Before that, the highest known auction for a Susan B. Anthony dollar was significantly lower. A 1981 $S in MS67 Plus condition, sold through Heritage Auctions in 2022, reached $21,600, which at the time was a major win for modern coin collectors. Other top sales include a 1999 piece Susan B. Anthony dollar that sold for $16,100 in MS64 at a 2006 auction, and multiple error coins struck on long planchets that fetched between $10,000 and $15,000 depending on grade. But the $890,000 coffee coin? That's a class of its own. It's the coin that reminds us all that modern coins are not just loose change, they are potential investments, collectible artifacts, and sometimes, million-dollar mistakes. So what exactly should you be looking for? Start by checking the mint mark, especially if it's from 1979 and shows a PD or S. Look closely at the surfaces. Is the coin flawless? Is it lustrous, perfectly struck, or unusually toned? Flip it over. Look at the edges. Is there any doubling, rotation, or signs of an error? These small details can make or break a coin's value. Also keep an eye out for planchet errors, where a Susan B. Anthony dollar was accidentally struck on a nickel, dime, or even a cent planchet. These incredibly rare errors have sold for $10,000 to $15,000 at major auction houses including Heritage, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections. Another rare version to look out for is a proof strike with a Type 2 S mint mark. In 1979 and 1981, the U.S. Mint accidentally used two different styles of the S mint mark. The Type 2 is crisper, more defined, and far rarer, making it highly collectible and often sold in the $1,000 to $3,000 range in high grades. And don't forget about high-grade regular issues. A Susan B. Anthony dollar in mint state 68 or 69 can command thousands, especially if certified by PCGS or NGC. These grading services are the gold standard in numismatics, and a small jump from MS66 to MS67 can make a huge difference in value. So where do you look? Start at home. Dig through your change jars, old drawers, and forgotten coin folders. Ask parents and grandparents if they've saved any old coins. Visit local estate sales, flea markets, and antique stores. And if you're more adventurous, order coin rolls from the bank and go hunting. If you believe you've found something special, don't clean it. Don't try to restore it. That can kill the value instantly. Instead, contact a trusted coin dealer or submit it directly to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. That's the first step to unlocking its full market potential. Collectors all over the world are paying attention now. Ever since the $890,000 sale, the demand for Susan B. Anthony dollars, especially rare varieties and errors, has skyrocketed. Coins that used to trade for under $100 are now pulling in 4- and even 5-figure prices. The market is hot. The stories are real. And the opportunity is still alive. What started as an unpopular coin is now one of the most talked about treasures in American coin collecting. And who knows, the next $1 million Susan B. Anthony dollar could be in your hands right now. Thanks a lot for watching. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button, tap subscribe for more life-changing coin stories, and leave a comment telling us what you've found or what you're hunting for. We love hearing your discoveries. Stay curious, stay collecting, and remember, the next historic coin find could be hiding in your pocket. Number 3. What if I told you the most valuable part of a US coin isn't on the front or the back, but hidden along the edge? That's right. The secret to turning a simple golden dollar into over $1,200 could be hiding in a place most people never even think to look. And that secret belongs to one very specific coin, the 2010 Sacagawea dollar with the gold-toned finish and a story that collectors can't stop chasing. This coin is not just rare. It's misunderstood, overlooked, and underappreciated by millions of people, yet it holds a value far beyond its face. And in the next few minutes, you'll learn exactly why collectors are hunting this coin, what makes it so special, and how one tiny letter tucked along the rim is flipping the entire market upside down. Let's go back to the year 2010. America was deep into the Native American $1 Coin Act, and the Sacagawea dollar was getting a new look. This year's design was nothing short of legendary. It featured the Great Law of Peace, a powerful moment in Native history when 5 nations united under a single symbol, the Hiawatha Belt and 5 arrows, bound tightly to represent unity and strength. That symbolism struck deep with historians, artists, and collectors alike. On the reverse, the coin shows that exact imagery: the belt, the arrows, and the message of peace. Sacagawea, as always, graces the obverse, carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, just as she did while guiding Lewis and Clark. The coin was minted with a brilliant golden sheen on a manganese brass-clad composition, giving it that rich, treasure-like glow. But here's where it gets wild. Unlike older U.S. coins, you won't find the date, the mint mark, or even the motto, E pluribus unum, on the front or back of this coin. Instead, the U.S. Mint placed all of that information on the edge of the coin, yes, the rim. That means to find out where it was minted, you literally have to tilt the coin and inspect the thin side like you're reading a secret code, and if you see a small letter, D, engraved along that edge, congratulations, you're looking at the 2010 Sacagawea struck at the Denver Mint. And if that coin happens to have a mint error, edge anomaly, or even a perfect condition grading, you might be sitting on a coin worth hundreds, or even over $1,000. Let's talk value, because this is where things start heating up. Most 2010D Sacagawea coins in average circulated condition are worth a bit over face value, maybe $1.25 to $5. That's not where the money is. The real treasure lies in those rare coins with edge lettering errors, die caps, doubled dies, and uncirculated high-grade slabs certified by PCGS or NGC. A stunning die cap error version of the 2010D Sacagawea dollar, graded MS65, sold at Heritage Auctions in 2021 for $1,200. That's a jaw-dropping number for a modern dollar coin minted in the tens of millions. Another coin with a position B edge lettering error, which means the edge text was struck upside down in relation to the obverse, brought in over $1,100 at Great Collections in 2020. Even more standard versions in perfect mint state can fetch serious dollars. A PCGS certified MS66 example sold for $600 in 2020. And another in MS67, with razor-sharp strike and flawless surface, hit $369 at auction in 2023. These aren't speculative values. They're real sales with real collectors willing to pay premium prices. So what should you be looking for? First, locate any 2010 Sacagawea dollar with a golden tone. Turn it sideways and inspect the edge. Do you see the year? The phrase, E pluribus unum, and that tiny letter D? If anything's missing, misaligned, or upside down, you may have an error. If it looks unusually shiny or completely scratch-free, that's another green flag. And if you notice any doubling, off-centering, or design distortion, take it seriously. These are the rare features that can multiply value fast. Once you find a coin that stands out, don't clean it. Cleaning kills value instantly. Instead, protect it in a coin flip or capsule and consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS, NGC, or NX. That's how coins go from pocket change to certified collectibles worth hundreds, or even 4 figures. Collectors love the 2010D because it sits at the crossroads of modern innovation and historical legacy. It honors indigenous culture. It uses a unique edge lettering system. It's minted in high numbers but with a ton of room for rare errors, especially in high grades. And right now, it's one of the most affordable entry points into the world of valuable dollar coin collecting. So where can you find them? Check your change. Look inside old coin rolls from the bank. Ask friends and family if they've got any of those golden dollars lying around. Search through estate sales, garage sales, flea markets. Even vending machines have been known to spit out these hidden gems. The edge lettering system makes this coin one of the most fascinating U.S. coins to hunt, and it rewards attention to detail. Every collector knows the thrill of spotting that little anomaly, that one letter out of place, that minor detail that turns a $1 coin into a $1,000 payday. And this coin delivers that thrill like no other. To this day, Very few people know about the hidden potential of the 2010 Sacagawea dollar. Most people pass it off as pocket change. But now you know better. You know what to look for. You know where to find them. And most of all, you know the market is watching. Because the next time a 2010 with a dramatic error hits the auction block, it could break a new record, and it might just be your coin. Thanks a lot for watching this video. If this inspired you, hit that like button, tap subscribe for more amazing coin hunting content, and drop a comment below telling us what coins you're collecting or what rare finds you've come across. We reply to every single one. Keep looking, stay sharp, and remember, the next coin to change your life could be hiding right on its edge.